Star Report. I'm your host, Star, PKA Big Nigga, PKA, publicly known as, okay? Late night, premium black news. I've got so much to talk to you folks about tonight. You see the title, Shyne says he was fall guy for 1999 shooting, Club New York, but doesn't accuse Diddy. The one-time bird chest frail nigga who shot into a crowd and panicked on the trigger, pow, 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 who still says he was defending himself, okay, but he never said, Your Honor, that's who was attacking me. That's why I was trying to shoot. His dumb ass did a decade. How do you feel? I'm standing firm on what I said once upon a time. He panicked on the trigger, and now, in my mind, we've got a tether trying to take down an FBA nigga. Okay, you might see it different. He has since owned up to things. Never mind me and him going back and forth on social media years ago. He's moved on with his life. He's a better person. I don't know who or what he is now because at one time, the nigga had curls coming down the side of his head. The nigga had curls coming down his eye. He was confused, but I guess he's focused now. He does something in Belize, and he talks with an accent and, in his hands. Okay. But anyway, is he kicking in Diddy's back? Somewhat, sort of. He's saying he's the fall guy, okay, and that sounds hot. But if needed, will he take the stand and point Diddy out? I don't think it'll come to that because he's not a U.S. citizen. I don't think he'll fly back here. I mean, that would be some real hoe-ass shit, would it not? Troll babies, good evening. Okay, we're going to be going off the fucking rails tonight. I got my nap in. I feel great. I was working in my garden all day today. Oh! I'll tell you about it later. I was nurturing the soil. I've got a little area there where the squirrels run around, and I'm going to show it to you, but just give me a little time. Also, showrunner, vaginal, douching, helpful or harmful, okay? I don't know if we've really done a deep dive on that particular topic as of yet, but yeah, my source, webmd.com, an estimated 20 to 40% of African-American and Hispanic women between the ages of 15 to 44 say they use a vaginal douche. Higher rates are seen in teens, as I said, African-American and Hispanic. Besides making themselves feel fresher, women say they douche to get rid of unpleasant odors, okay? However, there have been many reports over the years, decades, if you will, that say douching is not recommended by certain doctors and so on and so forth. What say you? What say you? I'm a man of a certain age. I want a bitch to wash, sit in the tub, and soak the coochie. You've heard me say that before. Bitch, don't just jump in the shower and let the water run over your fucking body. Wash! So I don't have to smell you every 30 days, okay? Also, I've got a few things we'll put on the table this evening, okay? As I said, I got my nap in. Guys, who is Jake Wilkins? Who is this nigga? 21 years of age. Holy shit, is this the son of who I think it is? Wilkins. Hint. Father Dominique. This nigga looks like the truth, huh? Call him if you like, all right? Also, let me take a sip and get my head right because I'm going there tonight. I just might talk for an hour by myself and then bring you guys in. I see we've got a lot of beta, simp-ass, bitch-defied, hoe-ass niggas who tried to get up in the comment section as I was riding on the Mammy in Ohio who got that work from Ofe. I stand on everything I said. I'm fighting a war against Mammies, and Mammy is a fucking actress. That was the whole point. Or some of you, and you don't have to see it my way. Mammy who went to the goddamn Ofe's door, something about a package with the phone. Ofe came out with the fucking, the blammer, the ooh-wop, the blicky. Mammy got to acting. Oh, help. If that were a black man, she would have talked to him totally different. Probably just would have beeped the horn or sent him a text. Come on outside. I'm in a rush. The war on mammies is because we're fighting a mindset. They're all guilty. Do you get it? Somewhere in Mammy's journey, she put a black man on child support, did something to him to fuck up his life, threw his shit out, burned some shit, keyed a car. I'm not going to say, she got good for it. I'm not going to be that hurtful, but some of you niggas trying to get up in the comments, yo, she was innocent. None of them are innocent. You fuckwad. I'm going to continue that conversation. Pardon me. Also, I got a little tidbit here. We have another mammy down there in Gwinnett County. GloRilla. Hey, girl. It's Shyne time on the Troll Babies. Did anybody see GloRilla, huh? The video, the dash cam, and the body cam footage, GloRilla pulled over. They gave her a DUI. Yeah, they put the cuffs on her goofy ass. She's a very young female, so we'll try to go easy. But you see, that's a mammy coming up. The Caucasian female police officer was talking to her very politely in Gwinnett County. I said, damn, they cutting her some slack. And then she said, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? After they asked her in a very nice way, have you been drinking? How much have you had to drink? I'm okay, I'm good. Well, no, mammy, your speech is slurring and we smell marijuana. I mean, marijuana's not a bad thing, but she said, do you know who I am? She's lucky it was me because I would have said, yeah, I know who you are. You're a mammy, close to 30, okay? Looks like you're wearing some type of fucking helmet or wig. You look like Cousin It from the goddamn Addams Family. And you're behind the wheel of what could be a weapon to kill someone with. Get out of the car, bitch. Put your hands on top of your head, interlock your fingers, and don't fucking move. Anyway, she said, you know who I am. GloRilla, arrested. You guys call it if you like, but you see, that's what I'm talking about. The whole mammy persona. The audacity to say, do you know who I am? All right, phone lines open right now. I will get to you guys because I don't want to do too much. However, a little bit later, I want to talk about Donna Summer, legendary singer from Boston, Massachusetts. And I so appreciated her when I was growing up in the 70s. And I watched a documentary recently, Love to Love You, the Donna Summer story, okay? Came out in 2023. Salute to her family, her daughters. Donna Summer, in case you don't know, for those who go that far back, was married in 1982 all the way up until 2012. She died from lung cancer. However, she was not a smoker. They speculate that she, because she lived down there in Ground Zero, Lower Manhattan, she inhaled a lot of those toxins when the Twin Towers went down, which led to her untimely death. Donna Summer, okay? From Boston, Massachusetts. I want to talk about that a little bit later. And, let me put this on the table now because, again, I just want to lay it all out. She doesn't get enough credit, in my opinion. Nobody ever says Donna Summer when they talk about the greatest black singers or whether it be R&B. I mean, she was pop. Yes, but she set the blueprint for Madonna without doing all this sleazy shit that Madonna did. Can I get an amen in the live chat? Let me work. She had a father raised with a black mother and a black father. She didn't deny that. And she took her sisters on tour with her. So why don't you give Donna Summer recognition? I'm talking to you, black people. And I may have to get at some of you fuck-ass, goofy niggas who now try to claim Whitney Houston. Salute to whoever sent me a copy of the video that I saw. Actually, I saw it live back in the days. Whitney Houston in the late 80s being booed by the black diaspora. Anybody in that live chat know what video I'm talking about? Huh? I think it was the Soul Train Awards. The whole fucking audience booed Whitney Houston. So you now claim Whitney was the truth. You didn't like Whitney Houston when she first came out. Very similar to how you didn't like Donna Summer. You thought Whitney was too pop. Only until she got with that bum-ass nigga from Roxbury. That bum-ass nigga. Ran her in the ground. Then you say, yo, she hood, yo. Well, she was always hood, but you didn't like her. We'll come back to that later, okay? All right. Shyne. Well, guys, what does he do over in Belize? Is he what is he, a statesman? What does that game goofy nigga do? Yeah. Is he trying to kick in my nigga Diddy's back? If we're gonna drag Diddy, we're gonna do it here in the States, foundational Black Americans. We don't need a tether from somewhere else. I'm trying to shit on one of ours, okay? All right, give me a second, guys. Good evening again. I just pardon me, I'm a little Oh, Houston, are you out there? Houston? Hang on a second. I need Houston tonight because I'm gonna not only put my foot on the neck of Mammy's, I'm gonna put my foot in Mammy's ass. Houston, where are you, man? I need you to call in or cam up at some point, Houston, whenever you get time, okay? Sir Shy, got your donation early. Thank you so much. Star went to Coachella and saw Tyler the Creator. Okay, how was it? I saw Tyler live in Atlanta. Phenomenal concert, the Igor Tour, I think it was called. Thank you, Sir Shy, okay? Blade, I got your email. You sent me something earlier as well. Yes, Blade. We'll talk about my business partners turning the Gaza into beachfront property later, okay? Maurice, how are you, sir? Hudson Tubbs, good to hear from you. Okay, and Killer, hey, girl. Oh, okay, Killer, thank you. She always sends in donations, my alleged daughter. Pops, if a woman doesn't have a removable shower head in her shower, she isn't clean. Facts. Riding on Mammy and bum bitches tonight. Galt's Conditioning, thank you for your donation, sir. Okay. Let's get to the bullshit here early. Hold on a second. 1 second. I had a great fucking day today. Folks, when you call in, please watch the language. Follow me with the cursing, okay? Because the algorithms are everywhere. Don't just call in cursing off the rip. And please stay focused and get on topic, okay? Area code 980. Good evening. Are you there?
Yo, peace to you, Star.
Peace. How are you? Good evening.
I'm good. I just wanted to comment on the douching topic I think you had on there.
Douche. Do you douche respectfully?
Hell no. Excuse me, no.
Okay, come on. Tell us why. Tell us why not.
Yeah, that is very. I think that's old school, by the way. Women wasn't really they wasn't educated with that. So that's definitely like a 80s, 90s vibe. People are not doing that anymore. And even with the body wash, women, that's only for your body. That's not for your vagina. So you need to use the strictly, unscented soap, antibacterial, soak in some baking soda. Nobody's douching anymore. That's way old school.
You might be right, Queen, and I want you to speak. Never mind me. Actually, douching goes back to the late 20s, to be precise, in terms of the marketing and promotion, and the products being sold. And yes, propaganda has played a part in douching. I can even say that milk in the 70s, milk, or you may or may not know, milk is not good for adults to drink. But in the 70s, there were commercials, have a glass of milk with your dinner, because the quote unquote dairy industry. But me, a bitch has to get in the tub and soak the coochie, and yes, douche. But go ahead. You say different. Go ahead.
Also, you saying that women should douche?
If you're going to be in the bed with me, yes, wash your ass, soak yourself.
Oh, gosh, no. That stuff is full of awful chemicals. So I absolutely disagree with you. There's so many more natural things that they could use to soak in the tub that women, that we can use. But douching is definitely played out. A lot of those things has caused cancer, women getting vaginal cancers and stuff like that. So we have to be very careful with that. Nobody. That's definitely what.
You're right, baby. I'm played out. I'm played out. Yes. Go ahead.
So no, and I'm 39 years old. So that's yeah. When I was younger, maybe my early teens, early 20s, women kind of was still doing that.
Yeah.
But no, Star, don't, no, bro, no, they're not doing that anymore.
Do you sell
Yeah,
it?
and if they're doing it, they're old school for sure. But there's no shade of women that do it, but they just have to be careful.
Okay. Well, listen, to each his own. A woman has to douche to be around me. But now, do you sell any type of online products? Because I would love to have someone who, has a business of sorts and can even go deeper. Or can you tell us about the natural, and I've got the notes here somewhere, the natural bacteria in the vaginal walls that cleans the coochie and so on and so forth. Can you do a deep dive?
Yeah, so the vagina naturally cleans itself. That's why it's so important for women not to be shaving like that.
Okay.
Because even with the shave, when women shave, they are more exposed to bacteria. So this is misconception that women gotta shave, she gotta have a shaved vagina. Not only is that a sick, perverted mindset, but it's also
Stop right there, girl. You've said something that I've said in the past. All that bald coochie stuff looks a little too weird to me. It has. I don't want to talk too crazy, but why would you want to see a bald coochie? You feel me?
right. The same way that I know that there's men that shave, and that's unattractive to me. If I met a guy, even though I'm married, but if I was single, and I met a guy and he was shaved, we're not sleeping together. I'm not sleeping with you. Something's very strange about that. And men who request women to be bald are very strange, and they're very sadistic. So women, this is just what I'm telling you. Shaving your vagina is exposing it to major bacteria. Okay. The problem is everybody want to wash up quick and go out the door. Soak your body, put it in some water, put baking soda, tea tree oil, peppermint oil. There's so many essential oils you can use for your body. Women need to get more in tune with self-care. Stop letting these guys tell you quick, everybody jumping in showers, but nobody's really, self-care. They're not doing any self-caring with themselves.
Hey, I appreciate what you've said. You don't have to agree with me, but thank you for tapping in on that topic. Any thoughts on Shyne now saying, well, I don't know if he's always been saying he was the fall guy, and any thoughts with regards to that, or is that not of interest to you?
It's not a big thing, but I will say this. I know you got your foot on Mammy's neck.
Yes!
I guess, I don't know if that's every black woman or what you mean by that. It's very discouraging to hear you say that, by the way. It's very discouraging. But whatever, I mean, that's your gripe. However, you say it's foot on Mammy's neck, but there's nobody being more exposed right now than these black men in America.
Okay, stay with me. First and foremost, let me just say this. Nobody hurt me, because black women swear. Oh,
no, I didn't say.
Hang on this. Let me respond. I'll give you the last word. They swear, somebody hurt you. No, listen, I enjoy the verbal jousting on a daily basis with mammies. If you do not live the life of a mammy, you have nothing to worry about. But as far as mammies go, I'm fighting the war, because there is a bad disposition, there's an attitude, there is a reality. And I'm saying that I'm not just going to cut you some fucking slack, not you, but I'm saying, just because the dominant society says the mammy in Ohio was innocent, I want to see all sorts of shit before, I can say, oh, well, maybe she was innocent. No, somewhere down the line, I believe, she was a fucking mammy, but that's just me. Go ahead and finish up.
Yeah, so I'm going to say this. Mammies are the puppets of the patriarchal mindset. So remember, when you're mentioning a mammy, you can't leave the patriarchal black men out of it. You can't believe the patriarchal mindset. Mammies are the puppets. That's who they are. That's who they've been groomed under, the patriarchal mindset and control of the whole society. So it's always a culprit. There's always a beginning. So you gotta look at the origins of how mammies began.
Stay with me. Stay with me.
They come from.
Stay with me.
Mm-hmm.
That does not excuse her behavior. And
of course not.
And you may or may not have heard me say every male is not a man. So I'm not excusing somebody just because they have a tool and two balls. No, every male is not a man. But I am here to fight this goddamn war, and fight the war I will. But go ahead and finish up. I appreciate your call.
Absolutely. And like I say, everybody got their thing that they that they want to pinpoint and get and do what they got to do.
Yeah.
But you cannot forget that Black men are on trial right now. And the patriarchal system is on trial, and it's coming to a close. This new age that we're in, this age of Aquarius that we're going in, this new time we in, all that patriarchal stuff is gone. It's dead. It's the ending. And we're seeing it go down in flames. So you can have mammies on trial, but just remember,
I was about to
say, mammies. There's no mammies right on the forefront right now with like the way these men are right now.
Okay. Thank you, darling. I gave you the last word.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
See, they know my true intention, so they call in, they support. Thank you to Black women. And if you're not a mammy, then you're not a mammy. But I'm here to put my foot on the neck of Mammy and my foot in her ass. That's on everything. Guys, my main topic tonight, Shyne says he was fall guy for 1999 shooting, but doesn't accuse Diddy. You can go to TMZ.com and other platforms. You can see him right there. What is his real name? Is it Jamal? Jamal Barrow? What is that? That tether's name. He panicked on the trigger. And let me say this again for those of you who, you've got his tool in your mouth because he said something on a record once upon a time. Yo, he a real nigga. When you are involved in any type of shooting, like I have been, I'm not trying to act like I'm a tough guy, but when you discharge your firearm and if you have to go through the process, they're going to ask you, why did you shoot? If you're a registered gun carrier, you can't just pull it out and shoot without your life being threatened. You can get into more trouble if you have a permit to carry a concealed weapon and you fire it. You may have to take the stand. And then the prosecution or the state or whatever is going to say, well, why did you shoot? Or who are you shooting at? You have to say that person right there or give a name. If Shyne couldn't give a name or say who he was defending himself against, because that's what I saw the video. You guys saw the video. He says, I was defending myself. Against who, nigga? Against who? Give us the name. Oh, I don't know. Lights was flashing. Oh, so you shot into the crowd, or you panicked. He panicked. Just had to say that. Gold's Conditioning. Again, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Hey, Kamal, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. Okay. Hang on, guys. Mike, I got your donation. These women don't even soak the coochie in the tub. Yeah, that's a fact. You got these bitches now, they jump in the motherfucking tub and they doing this on the goddamn phone. The bitch put a bath bomb in the goddamn water and then jump the fuck right back out. Bitch, sit your game goofy ass down. Area code 260. Good evening. Late night with the bullshit. 260. You there?
I'm here, Star. Thank you for taking my call.
Yes. How are you, dear? Good evening.
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Okay.
I'm calling about the douching topic.
Yes. Vaginal douching. Helpful or harmful?
Helpful.
Come on.
But
Come on.
not with the conventional things that you would purchase at your local CVS or Walmart, the old school type of products that the other caller was speaking about.
Okay.
Personally, there are yoni detox pearls. They're herb balls. You insert them in the vagina after your menstrual cycle. They pull out all of the old toxins, the uterine lining. That is a natural way of detoxing. Also recommended by my GYN. Boric acid suppositories. They balance out the pH. You can purchase them.
I like the sound of that. Some type of acid.
You can also
inside
and
the
you
vagina.
can also make your own. Again, recommended by my GYN.
Okay.
It naturally balances out the pH and gets rid of any type of odor within 24 hours. So when we talk about conventional douching, as far as inserting an artificial type of liquid into the vagina, no, I don't believe in that. But there are other methods.
Stay with me if I can jump in here for a second. You know, for hundreds of years, Black women in this country here had to heal themselves. They had to learn how to take care of their bodies because their bodies genetically were different from the enslavers or the Europeans. So there were ways that they had that they, you know, whether it was word of mouth or they you know, helped each other. And there wasn't the propaganda nor the corporations to sell certain products that were more than likely geared towards the Caucasian body. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Just let me get all this out. And again, going back to somewhere in the late 20s or 30s, I forget, it became a big business to douche. And I don't know, you might know better than me, if some of those products may have contributed towards cancer cells in African-American women. So I'm not saying you shouldn't douche. I'm saying around me, you know, I don't want to smell your natural ass. Respectfully, go ahead.
Absolutely, Star. I actually do participate in douching, but I don't use an artificial chemical.
Gotcha.
If anything, I'm going to use water, and I do have an actual device. Unfortunately, the device that I use has been discontinued. I've been looking to try to bring it back on market. It's a wonderful device. I don't think a lot of women have any idea about it. Because
well, hang on. Now, if you have an idea, don't tell me the idea, because if somebody else comes along and creates it, then I don't want you trying to sue me. If you have a device and you have something up and running, or even if you don't have a patent, but you have a platform, a website, I'll promote that for you. Absolutely. But just don't spit your idea out to people on my platform. Okay.
Okay. I won't. I won't.
Go ahead.
Okay. So yes, I agree that, and actually, I didn't have to start dishing until after I had children. I believe that after I had children, everything changed. The pH changed.
Right.
All of whatever is left over from when you have children doesn't come out.
Right.
I believe that to be true.
Right.
Even though they come and push on your stomach. Even after you have your menstrual cycle, after so many cycles, that uterine lining builds up.
Right.
And I believe that's what creates that scent. I don't think you can cover it up. I'm not a big perfume sprayer user trying to cover up a scent. I like my own natural scent. So part of it is hygiene, and part of it is also what you eat, smoking, drinking. A lot of, your own natural pH, so a lot, it's all about self-care is what I believe in.
Can I just say this one other thing, and then I'll let you finish up, because you got me thinking now. I remember the first time one of my dogs had puppies. This was in the mid to late 70s, and the dog started eating part of what I then learned to be the placenta, and how important it was for the dog to eat the placenta. So I learned about that and how certain bodily parts are important and have a way of healing thyself, so to speak. So
This is true.
yeah, I just want to
That's true.
say that with regards to giving birth, because you went in that direction. Yeah, after you have children, or one or two, yeah, things change. Even the loving changes. You have some men, after they see that little life force come out of that vagina, they say, that it's not that it's nasty, but they feel different about having intercourse.
That may be true. I would say with the father of my two children, he loved me more. He was right there watching both of the children be born, be crowned, laid upon my breast, and
Nice.
I believe it made him love me more, as a matter of fact.
He's a better man than me.
Together, but he still absolutely adores me. And I believe that made him adore me even more.
God bless you, Queen. I thank you for this call. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Star.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Oh, we cooking tonight. We talking about placentas, douching, mammies, troll babies. What's that old saying? All rats must die. Well, take out the word rats and put mammies in there. I'm not going to say it on the show because that's a little too rough. Spanky Big Head, I see you, my nigga. Star said, yeah. I don't. With all due respect, I don't want to smell your natural ass. Get an air wash, bitch. I'm old school. Lorna, hey Lorna, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. The bath bomb joke was gold, and hip baths are key. Okay, thank you, Dawn. Yeah, I've got one of my alleged daughters. She sells bath bombs, and where's her banner? Let me give her some shine. OACE, I got your donation. Sit tight. Where are you? Are you on the line? Supreme Wellbeing 310. Are you okay? Trying to cam up? Well, send me an email. thehater1964 Let me get my information on the screen here. Hang on a second, guys. I got the nap in today. I got the jitters. I took the fucking B12 shot, nigga. Let's go. Okay. If you're trying to cam up, here's the email address. If you're trying to cam up, thank you for your donation. Okay. 704. Good evening. I'm on one. Just let you know right now. Are you there? 7.
Hey,
0.
Star.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Hey, I was calling in about the dishing and everything like that. I see you have all the beautiful ladies on the line calling in about their box. I wanted to call in too.
Come on, take your time. Take your time. Go ahead.
Okay, so first things first, don't use bath bombs, lady.
Oh,
I don't use those. They have a bunch of ingredients that's not good for your WAP. Soak your cat and add apple cider vinegar with the mother. You have to have the mother. You need to sit in the tub of hot water and add you some apple cider vinegar with the mother. Okay. And you'll be fine. Now,
can I ask, how old are you? Let's take our time. How old are you, baby?
I'm 27.
Okay. Tender. Do you have a man or a piece of a man? Who are you to tell us not to use bath bombs? You got a man?
I do have a man.
Okay. Respectfully, does he put his face in the butt cheeks?
And his nose, yes.
Okay.
His face, his entire face.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you say don't go with the bath bombs. Now what about putting something inside the uterus to cleanse, or do you say no? Let the natural acids balance things out, because that's what I'm seeing, and that's what over the years I've touched on this topic before, but WebMD.com says that there are natural bodily acids that take care of all of the washing inside, and if you douche, then you're really actually allowing other bacteria to come in and give you, whether it be a cold, some type of I don't know, hepatitis. There's a lot of things that you can allow to come in. Yes, no?
I don't know about all of that, but to my knowledge, douching with Summer's Eve and all of that old school stuff, that flushes out your natural bacteria.
Right.
So you don't want to douche. Yeah. The yoni beads, I mean, okay, so the way the yoni beads work, you insert them, and you leave them in. I used them about 4 years ago, but they were amazing.
I'm familiar with those beads. Go ahead. I'm familiar with that.
When you pull them out, I mean, you could get an old condom from 5 years ago out of there. I mean, it flushes you out. But Jesus. I'm so serious. It will pull all of the gunk. It will pull out all of the gunk. Sorry, I'm trying to be serious and explain
I'm listening.
it.
I'm listening. You have the floor. I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm listening.
When you, I'm sorry. Okay, I understand, guys. It's a disgusting topic, but it's natural, and us ladies, we go through this. But I have known of women. I've used them myself. Mm-hmm. I'm like, say if a condom got trapped inside of you, those yoni beads will pull all. And say you forgot and went about 3 to 4 years with the condom inside of you. Those yoni beads.
Hold on, girl. Hold on. You see, this is why I have to put so much respect on the old yachties. The old Jamaicans who taught me back in the 80s, don't eat anything that bleeds every 30 days and doesn't die. You ever heard that?
No.
The old yard man.
Because
hang on. Okay, you got yourself a man, salute to you. But the old Jamaicans that I knew back in the early to mid 80s used to say, man, don't eat nothing that bleed every 30 days and doesn't die. So now you're talking about a condom that could be stuck up inside the uterus walls or what have you for a couple of years. You see, that's why I say, douche.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens. But goddamn, if you douche, the chances of that happening are slim to none. Go ahead.
No, actually, if you douche, you could be pushing the condom further inside of you.
Okay.
You don't want to do that. So by using yoni beads, it will bring all of that toxicity down. Okay. Now, with the yoni beads, if I remember correctly, on day 5 or day 7, you pull them out, and you will pull out that condom. You will pull out that uterus.
Baby, you're grossing me out. I have to go. You're grossing me out. I got to go. You're grossing me out. But thank you, baby. Thank you.
You're welcome, sorry.
Damn. Bro, babies, I tried. She kept talking about the condom being up in there for years and days and weeks. What the fuck? Everybody, hold on a second. I gotta get situated here. Hold on. I forgot to pin the information to the top of the live chat. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay. Super chat with star. Pin. Is it pinned? Give me a second. Okay. Guys, if you can't get through on the phone lines, I can't get every call. If you appreciate the content, we need you to hit the like button, hit the share, because YouTube is attacking what if you ask me, content creators. Anybody go through that thing a couple of days ago where it was like 6 views, 23 views, huh? So there is the Cash App information on the screen right there. See that? Oh, and also, guys, I'm resetting the show once again. That's called a reset. TroyTerrain.org. Usually I have the objective perspective right there, right? TroyTerrain.org. That's my platform. That's most of my information, not all of it, but you can go there and get a little inside glimpse as to who and what I am. My information is right there, troyterrain.org, okay? I have to reset the show. When I moved from Georgia to Stone Harbor, New Jersey, I decided to rebrand and reset the show and say Star Report. I'm your host, Star, as opposed to Hillfigure Nigga. Salute to the Hillfigure Corporation. They still send me boxes. All is well, and I will bring that back at some point. But right now, I have to reset the show for new people. Star Report, when I open the show, and troyterrain.org in terms of who you are watching and listening to, okay? All right. Where's my nigga Houston? Houston, sit tight. Sit tight, Houston. We have to get to a couple of things here first. Let me bring in area code 630. Good evening. I'm out there.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah. I'm all good. Yeah. Hey, seriously, that douching and stuff, I heard about it back in the day that it wasn't too good for females, but in my opinion, diet, man. Diet does it for females. You feel me?
Okay.
Like at the end of the day, you got these females running around here eating gyro burgers and garlic this and what's that? Crab that. What you think that's doing to your pH balance?
Right.
A female can sneeze and throw her pH balance off. And this is from my experience.
Let's go.
You feel me? My experience, man, they diet and then don't throw in backwoods and blunts and swishers and Henny dark liquor. Like, stop it, man. They trying to take the cheap route out and douche. But forget that. We black. You need to focus on your diet. Even Rick Ross said it. Diced pineapples make it taste so good. You feel me? Eat your fruit. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, now, hang on a second, sir. Hold on. Stay with me. You sound like a real one. Now you see, that's for niggas who put their face in the coochie. I've never been big on that. You know what I mean? If I like a woman, if I like you, I'll do that, just once in a blue. But I'm not one of them niggas who lives on his knees. Even back in the days when I was out there on the booger sugar, I'll let you get up in those motherfucking heels. I'll jerk my joystick and you can jam all sorts of shit in your vagina. But don't squirt on me, bitch. Don't squirt on me. You feel me? Do what
and I would like to pose, my bad to cut you off. I would like to pose a question to the ladies. Is squirt piss or is that some sort of
easy? Whoa, easy.
My bad.
I'm not with all that squirting on me shit. Just you stand right there. I'm gonna sit right here. Do what you do, boo boo. I'm gonna jerk the joystick, and when I blast off, and when I get what I want to get, then you can finish yourself off, and then we can get the fuck up out of this cheap ass hotel. Go ahead.
But hear me out. Only reason I can respond to this because I was a married man.
Okay.
So I'm not just eating a box of anybody. This is coming from a married man's woo. You feel me? Yeah. Man, they could put on the wrong perfume, have on the wrong panties, and throw off their whole pH balance. Let them go because I'm from Chicago. Let them go eat a ice or a burger.
Okay.
Man, come on. It's their diet, man.
Right.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Real tough. But go on here, Star. You thorough. Keep it funky.
Salute. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah. That man just spit knowledge and facts. Let me just add to what he said. You see, in today's world, you got a lot of these young heifers popping counterfeit perks. All sorts of fucking Molly. They used to do e-pills, whatever the fuck you're doing now. And that shit, it has to come out. So it comes out through the discharge. Oh, and salute to bitches that try to hide the discharge. Huh? Troll babies, anybody ever had a female, and she's in the bathroom, she's got a little plastic bag with her. She's hold on a second. She got a little plastic bag with her, and she's taking her napkin or whatever the fuck she uses and puts it in the plastic bag and takes it with her. Oh, God. Because the bitch don't want you to see the discoloration. And what could be a UTI. You guys know what a UTI is? Oh, let's talk that talk tonight. Guys, what is a UTI? What is a UTI? Let me give you a second here. Yeah, well, somebody, you're almost there. You say urinary. Okay, there you go. Big Mad says urinary tract infection. Facts! I ask bitches all the time, hey, when's the last time you had a UTI? I'm just going to, jerk my joystick and skeet on your leg. I ain't doing all that extra shit. Uh-oh. Is that who I think it is? 713. I'm on Real Nigga Time. Are you there? 713.
My nigga.
Nigga. Houston,
nigga.
How you feel, man? How you feel?
Nigga, I'm the ghetto gynecologist, nigga. I want to get at these bitches because I'm tired of these bitches talking about, my day felt bad and my pussy was off. But my nigga, these motherfuckers know they need to dush. I don't want to hear none of this goddamn. They goddamn won't body up. If you smell, if you stick your finger in her and put it in her mouth and she won't suck on it, that means something wrong with it.
Something wrong, yeah.
I don't give a damn what you talking about. A woman cannot sit up here and talk about that natural scent shit. If I goddamn, oh my bad.
No. Houston, it's late night. Fuck the algorithm, nigga. Let's go. Okay.
A bitch can't sit up here and tell me to eat her pussy. God damn it, bitch, if I stick my finger in you and then you won't put it in your mouth, bitch. Fuck her. It's like fuck all that. Right. Bitch, dush.
Yeah.
Bitch, if I smell you, you smell you, I smell you, we both smell you.
Yeah.
Dush. Dush, bitch. What the fuck? Bitch, dush. I don't give a fuck about none of this natural older shit y'all niggas be doing, and that's how y'all spread UTI. UTI is when a bitch don't clean their pussy. That's where the UTI come from. Urinary tract infection. Nigga, these bitches ain't goddamn washing their ass, my nigga. Right. I'm telling you, I'm the ghetto gynecologist, dog.
Hang on a second, Houston. I want to have that real conversation.
I know it.
Houston, hear me out. Salute to salute to dogs who don't want to sleep next to the human whose vaginal area smells. Dogs. Sometimes a dog will get up in the bed with you, whether it's a couple or a single person, and the dog starts shaking his head. The goddamn dog, dog don't want to sleep with you.
Dogs smell danger. Dogs smell danger.
Infection. Dog will smell infection.
Yeah. Didn't they say that dogs smell cancer and all that shit?
Yeah.
They smell that a bitch ain't shit too.
Ooh, let's go.
Come on now, nigga. I wanted to come up and talk to these bitches coming here talking about some goddamn
now, hang on, Houston. Don't say anything about Houston. No, don't say anything about the females that called in. I appreciate their perspective. Keep it with
I appreciate them too. No, I appreciate them too, dog.
Keep it with just you and I. Just you and I.
Okay. We right here. I'm keeping it right here. Ain't no way a woman can tell me I want to feel my natural scent. That means the bitch ain't washing her ass. Mm-hmm. I want to hear that shit. Yeah. Bitch, go dush. What the fuck? This motherfucker said she's soaked in vinegar. What the fuck wrong with you just plowing that?
Keep it on me and you, Houston. Do not go after the females that called in.
No, I'm saying this. No, I'm talking about me and you. I'm talking about women do that.
Okay.
Women do that.
Okay.
They say they soak in the tub and shit, but they put vinegar in it. I'm like, so if you soak in the tub and put vinegar in it, why don't you dush?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that make more sense? Get right to it. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm just asking.
Well, now, hang on a second. With all due respect, Houston, you've got how many baby mamas, how many kids? Because most of your baby mamas are Mexican, right? You don't make no qualms about that, right?
No, two of them are niggas.
Okay.
They older.
Okay.
They black. I'm cool with them, but the last two, one of them black, but she thinks she's Mexican, but the last one Mexican.
Okay.
You get me?
Got you.
But I can't stand the last two bitches.
Okay.
And I made them douche. They douche. Goddamn, I don't give a fuck what these bitches talking about. They never been a bitch around me. If you can smell a bitch, if a bitch smell her pussy, why am I doing this? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, come on now, man. Man, ain't no bitch when the bitch talk about it. I got some natural scent. If you around a motherfucker, a dude or a woman talking that natural scent shit, they nasty. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. They spread the UTI. That's why the bitch got the UTI, nigga.
No.
He wash her ass.
Well, there's
nigga.
a lot of reasons why they can get a urinary tract infection. Sometimes they can wear clothes that are too tight, and they can develop a urinary tract infection because that crotch needs to breathe, and it's certain things are being trapped and smothered. I mean, I've had girlfriends. Well, actually, let me not say girlfriends. I've had a lot of females that I, was intertwined with back in the days. I haven't had like 100 girlfriends. I've had maybe a dozen quote unquote girlfriends, and then I've had a lot of slurs. And then,
hey, but that's
women of the night, so to speak. We were doing business together.
But that's why sometimes women wear dresses to let the pussy air out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have to let it air out. They can't wear pantsuits all the time. Ever seen Hillary?
Do you do red light specials? Hugh, do you do red light specials? I don't. I'm doing a red light special. No.
Red light special.
Red light special.
Stay out my business.
Okay.
I'll be on the yo's, dog. I'll be on the yo's.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about I deal with nothing but wounds. These motherfuckers, these niggas think they women now. I don't know what's wrong with them. I'll deal with nothing but wounds.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay. You get me? I don't deal with nothing other than wounds.
Yeah. Houston, before you go, I want to go back to the Mammy in Ohio. R.I.P. Condolences to her family. But did you see the video? Because I stand firm. On what I said. Some of these hoe ass beta bitch-defied niggas trying to get up in the comments talking, yo, she was innocent. None of these mammies are innocent. Do you know the video I'm talking about? The mammy.
No, none of these mammies.
The Uber driver.
That bitch knew what she was doing when she walked up there. It was a drug deal gone bad, nigga.
Allegedly, we don't know that, but if it were a black
man,
man,
but I'm just saying
she would have approached him differently. Go ahead.
Dog, she knew what it was. Ain't no goddamn Uber driver knocking on your door and then they're concerned with something. Yeah. Motherfuckers barely leave your food with Uber Eats. You get me? They'll text you with Uber Eats, but goddamn, if you walking up on that door like that means you have a mission to complete. And therefore, and so such. So goddamn it, you didn't complete the mission. So goddamn it, she got that work.
Yeah.
She's
now in the bosom of Abraham. Houston, I gotta go, man. Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right, man. Salute.
That's my nigga Houston right there. Condolences to the family, but don't you niggas get soft on me. I said some of you weirdo ass niggas trying to get up in my comment. Yo, you ain't right. You nigga, eat a dick. As we used to say back in the days, suck a dead dog's dick. I'm fighting a war on mammies. Huh? All of them guilty until proven innocent. The Last Dragon, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Our elders use that vinegar and water to tighten it up and pay them bills. Okay. I'm not mad at that. Thank you so much for your donation, darling. Yeah, you know. I've said on multiple occasions you have to be careful with older women because they know how to make the pussy expand and contract, expand and contract. When a guy is up in there, expand and contract. That's why a lot of you males fuck around and bust off inside the coochie. A real man doesn't have to bust off inside the coochie. Bitch, just turn around, bend over in the heels, and let me just skeet on your leg. Don't worry, this is a throwaway show. I'm just gonna skeet on your leg, and oh my goodness. And if I smell a little something, well, back in the 80s, I used to carry a little bottle of Gloria Vanderbilt perfume. Anybody ever heard about that? That's some old shit. Clear stilettos and Gloria Vanderbilt perfume. I used to carry this shit with me for a bitch. Let's go to the hotel. Let's pull a little Gloria Vanderbilt. Get in the heels. Let's handle this business. Hold on. Okay. Blade says you can't win with Star. If Shyne would have taken the stand and pointed Diddy out, Star will be calling him a snitch ass tether who tried to get an FBA hemmed up. That's a fact. Thank you, Blade. Yeah. Okay, where's my daughter, Killer? Killer, are you tapping in? Hold on a second. This is my alleged daughter. Let me send her the link. I so appreciate her. Guys, make sure you go to Killer's YouTube channel. How about that? An alleged daughter who sends her father donations, huh? Niggas out here paying child support. I would never. I'll take two in the back of the head before I pay a bitch. Killer, check your email, baby. I so appreciate you. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay, and again, guys, www.hudsontubs.com. Let me make sure I'm promoting my sponsors. Guys, and if anybody else wants to be a sponsor, email me. My sponsors get a premium placement. Where is Hudson Tubs? Hold on. Let me get that on the screen. Pow! www.hudsontubs.com. There you are.
Hey. Here I am. What's happening, Pops? I miss you.
You're looking good.
Thank you. I've been hearing I look like you more and more.
Well, that's alleged. Your mother was a beautiful woman, but there's no paperwork between you and I, and I'm not taking no fucking DNA test. But how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I was working in my garden all day today. I'm gonna show you guys soon. I was working the soil today. I live on the beach, but in my backyard, I put down some topsoil. I added some hay so the grass could grow in a certain area.
Old nigga shit.
And then I put some potassium and nitrogen in the soil to get it to grow faster. So I got to go buy a sprinkler in the morning. I'm great.
So what are we planting?
What's that?
What are we planting? Food?
Grass for my soil.
Grass? That's it?
Grass.
Oh, Lord. What did you do with the cats?
Well, the cats, those were in Georgia. Yeah, I haven't had cats, stray cats, never inside the house since Georgia.
Some of them used to break in, though.
What's that?
Some of them used to break in the house. I remember.
No, they tried. But listen, never mind all that. Let's get to the topic.
Let's get to Shyne and his fake accent.
Did you see the video? Shyne saying he was a fall guy.
I seen it. I wanted to know what you thought about it because you were very present during those times, so you were privy to a lot of the background information that was being said. I wanted to pick your brain about that. I'm thrown off totally by the accent. The accent is throwing me for a
loop.
His
new accent.
Yeah, like where did it come from? Is it real?
Okay. Let me respond. Shyne came on the Star and Buck Wild show somewhere in weeks before his album dropped. You can Google this.
Okay.
And he kept saying he wouldn't answer me directly, and I didn't want to like get at him because he and Buck Wild and they're cool. They're crews. They used to ride BMX bikes and all that sort of crazy shit. But I kept asking him about this shooting. I said, Shyne, tell me about J-Lo being handcuffed. He just kept saying, September 26th. Whenever his fucking album came out, I said, nigga, tell me about this shooting. I said, did you shoot the girl in the face? September 26th. He wouldn't even look at me. I said, nigga, come on, keep it gully. We used to say keep it gully. Keep it gully. Shyne, did you shoot a nigga in the face? Or who'd you shoot? September 20.
Now, this was the fake Biggie accent at the time, right? You remember that? The comparison to Big was heavy.
It was Brooklyn slang. It wasn't just Biggie, but it was Brooklyn slang. Keep it gully. We always say keep it gully. Go ahead.
Well, he got a lot of comparison early on to Biggie.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. A lot of people were turned off by him almost immediately.
Well, I don't dislike Shyne. He's, Buck Wild always said, yo, Star, Shyne a good nigga, man. Chill. But he panicked, and I don't wish jail upon anyone unless, I'm working on a case per se. But, he's now saying that he was the fall guy. Did he say that before? I could have swore somewhere down the line he implied that, but now he's outright saying it. He's a fall guy.
Now he's outright saying it. The interviewer did ask him a question blatantly, and he said, I don't want to get into all of that, but then turned right back around and contradicted that statement. So, I don't know what to think about this whole situation. Now, the lady is claiming that she's willing to have the bullet extracted from her jaw in order for them to run a ballistic test.
Natanya Rubin.
How does that work? Would his fingerprints still be on the bullet? They've been in her jaw for over 20 years, allegedly.
Well, the fragment from the slug, it may or may not be able to be traced to the gun that shot her. I don't know for certain, but yes, she's still got bullet fragments in her face. Now, to be fair, Natanya Rubin, and you correct me if I'm wrong, when she was on the stand, she never said Shyne shot her. She said they both had guns, Shyne and Diddy, yes?
Yes, but now she's claiming that she's always said that it was Diddy who shot her.
And she might be telling the truth because, Diddy in those days, he was and still is working with the feds. That's a fact. A lot of things were suppressed, and she couldn't run up to a radio station, certainly not Hot 97, and speak her piece. They would not hear of it. So she
question you. I'm sorry, because you just said that. Oh, this is all so confusing to me. So if he's working with the feds, why didn't that save him from being raided?
Say again.
Why didn't that save him from being raided? You claim he's been working with them.
Well, Homeland Security. Well, they are a federal organization, but Homeland Security as opposed to the FBI.
Right. It was Homeland Security. I keep forgetting that. It's a very, very important factor. It wasn't the feds. It was Homeland Security.
Homeland Security is the quote-unquote feds, but the FBI back in those days... Troll babies, correct me if I'm wrong. The FBI was more of a prominent organization. The Department of Homeland Security, I forget what year they really came into prominence, but more than likely after 9/11. That's when the Patriot Act and other things were revised. Go ahead.
Well, I'm pretty much wrapped on it. I want to see what's going to come from it. I do think that Shyne is saying things that he should have said a long time ago, but we're going to attribute it to him, being from Brooklyn or claiming to be from Brooklyn and being a real nigga?
Well, he's from Brooklyn. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm not trying to.
I mean, how was he from Brooklyn when he couldn't go back to Brooklyn when he was released? It's not from Brooklyn.
He was deported, babe. He was deported.
Yeah, that means he was deported back to where he's from. He wasn't from Brooklyn. He moved to Brooklyn.
Yes. Well, Google it. But whilst you're with me, and I'll take a phone call. I'm not rushing you off the line. He was born in Belize.
Yes.
And I think he was like, can you Google it right now? Anybody know? Guys, how old was Shyne when he came to the U.S.? I think he was maybe 10 or 11.
Allegedly. I do remember that, but we'll find out.
Alleged. You don't have to say alleged.
Oh, why do you get so triggered when I say that?
Well, you don't have to say it all the time. Just Google it. What year? How old was Shyne when he moved to the U.S.? And stay with me for a second. I'm going to bring in another caller. Hold on a second. Area code 469. Good evening. We're having a conversation and we're off the rails. Are you there? 469.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me just get off the Bluetooth. Okay. I just wanted to touch on what you were saying earlier about the skeeting and stuff like that. That's a big thing, man. Men like to bust off in their lady, and that's the worst, man. Especially if you do it a lot. I know there's a lot of guys like, oh, my lady's a creamer. That's not cream, man. That's old nut.
Okay.
So stop busting off in your ladies, man, because that's pretty fucking disgusting.
Well, hang on. Did you say busting off in her or on her?
No, inside. Inside. That's yeah, man. Get outside, man. I mean, it's the same. I guess it's an ego thing for guys busting off in the female, and like when females try to brag that they're creamers, that's not cream, man. That's old nut coming out. That is just lodged way up in there. Underwear is another thing. Cotton underwear is key for women so that thing can breathe down there.
Right. Talk about it. Yeah. Talk about it.
Yeah. I was just reading up just to confirm, and it says like materials like spandex and nylon, all that stuff is bad for women. Basically cotton something that'll let it breathe. And I know my girlfriend, she uses like a badge, it's an odor blocker, and that's about it, man. She maintains a very healthy diet. I mean, I'm a big panty sniffer. I always look through her panties. No discharge, no nothing. It's clean as fuck. So I know from experience.
Stay with me. Yeah, well, in the 80s when I was like really fucking out there, and most of the girls that I was dating were like, the heavy metal type, and they were wearing the spandex, as you just pointed out. And if the coochie is not breathing, and you can have whether it be I don't even want to say some of this stuff, man. You have some girls, if the coochie's not breathing, and if they didn't douche back in those days, they could have lice, and all sorts of shit, man. Urinary tract infections, and it was just really, it was some shit that I give myself credit. Even if I was high on the booger sugar, I would have the fucking decency to say, hey, listen, I just did a bump. I need you to go wash your ass and then get in the heels. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, my lady stopped douching well over 20 years ago. So yeah, basically healthy diet, cotton underwear. Don't let them nut in you. You good.
But you're married. Yes. You married?
No, not married, but I've just been with the same person forever.
Well, hang on, sir. Hang on. You've been with the same woman for 20 years and you didn't put a ring on it?
No, sir.
Sheesh. Can I ask why not?
What for?
For business purposes. If you've been with, listen, hear me out. If you've been with someone that long, you know her and she knows you. Surely you trust her, yes?
Absolutely. Yeah. But also, that's almost like a binding contract, and those contracts can be broken. So we're both children out of wedlock. So we didn't grow up with a father.
Got you.
So that blueprint doesn't really apply for everybody. Okay. I've got friends that have gone through crazy heartbreak because of that contract being broken. So.
Got you. Hey man, I appreciate the call. Salute. Thank you.
All right, man. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
You know, I gotta chime in on this, okay?
Let's go.
Because y'all bitches is talking crazy. This is the only thing that you ladies need to wash your puss, okay? Let's be very clear. And this is what you're going to put
hang on a second. Are you attacking the females? Don't say bitches.
I'm not attacking the females who were on the platform. Okay. We are talking directly to the females who do not know how to wash their ass.
Okay.
Correctly.
Go ahead.
Now, didn't I tell you behind the scenes that if they don't have a removable shower head, there's no way that they're even cleansing the vagina properly?
Right.
There's no way. But a lot of women say, oh, I don't wash with soap. I don't use soap. This is what you're supposed to. This is the most natural thing that you could ever use on your vagina.
Yeah, Summer's Eve.
And this is what you want to use in your asshole. Because if y'all not washing your vaginas correctly, I know you're not washing your assholes correctly.
I'm listening. Go ahead. You have.
I'm serious because that's their go-to. Oh, you're not supposed to put soap in you. You know, this is why this was created, because technically it isn't soap. It's almost as close to water as you're gonna get. So if you have a clean diet and you're drinking water, not soda and Pepsi and fucking Hennessy and Cavassier and Casamigos and all that shit.
But now, hang on.
They don't drink water either.
Hang on, Killer. With all due respect, you just put up products on the screen. You're calling women bitches, and
I'm sorry, Pop.
Hang on. I let you speak. Let me respond. You're holding up products that are more so catered to, mixed women like yourself or phenotypically Caucasian. That stuff you just held up on the screen, that's not for black women, right?
Well, Pops, respectfully, you're not full black and neither am I. So that shit don't apply to me.
I don't use none of that shit. Don't get offended. I'm just saying.
I'm not. Don't do it, because your mammy's gonna be mad at me.
Well, go ahead. You have the floor. I'm not telling you what not to say.
I'm trying to look out for the mammies. You be dragging them and kicking their back in. I'm just trying to show them how to wash properly. Right. The first step is getting you a removable shower head, period.
Got you. Okay.
So if you don't have that, your ass isn't clean.
Okay. Hey, before you go, hang on a second. GloRilla, did you see the video of GloRilla?
I seen that shit. She said, "Look, at the end of the day got to end."
Well, hang on. Let's go back. The police officer was very nice to her, the female, and then GloRilla said, "Do you know who I am?"
And that's the way they all make a mistake. A lot of them make the mistake of thinking they're more worldwide than they are, right? And they don't realize that there are people out there with careers and lives who aren't tapped in to the hip hop culture. They don't know what's going on. So no, ma'am, I don't know who you are.
Even if the officer knew who she was, for her to even say that late night in Gwinnett County. You ever been to Gwinnett County?
No. Well, no, I'm lying. I've been through there, allegedly.
Okay. She was treated with a lot of fucking respect in Gwinnett County late night. They asked her, how many drinks have you had? Or have you had any drinks first? And then how many have you had? She said, I'm okay. Well, that wasn't the question. Now, let me just say this to those of you who saw that video. What you want to do when you're pulled over, I'm saying even in the daytime, have your paperwork ready.
Right.
When they come up to the goddamn window, say, hey, how are you? Good evening. How are you? Just hand it to them first as a sign of respect. Off the rip. You do that, they may say, hey, you're complying.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Hell, listen, I've been sauced the fuck up. I've never had a DUI ever. But when you come up to the goddamn window, the lights are on, the hands are at 12 o'clock, and there's the fucking license, the registration, and the insurance. Hey, how are you? Well,
yeah, you're a male. I think they were a bit more lenient because she's a woman. It would have been that if that was goddamn a young boy. Why? What is his name? The one that just got hit with like 68 charges. If that was NBA young boy, it would have went different.
I'm gonna give you the last word. She said, for those who saw that video, GloRilla, she said, "You picking on me, picking on you, bitch. You're out here looking like Cousin It with one of your fucking nipples hanging out, and your pants aren't." Your pants are open. What are you doing? Finger fucking yourself as you're driving? If it were me, hey, the flashlight would have came out. Bitch, put your hands behind your fucking back. Go ahead, finish up, Killer. Go ahead.
I mean, at the end of the day got to end, like she said. Now, I'm more concerned about her response to all of this. This probably was her first DUI, but it won't be her last. Did you see her picture?
Good.
Did you see her picture with the teleport on top of her head?
A young mammy who got some straightening.
She gonna get a little more. She need it.
Okay.
All right, Pops. I love you. I'm up out of here. I'm about to go live.
Your banner's in the rotation at the end. Is that the right YouTube channel?
Yeah, everything is perfect.
Okay. Good to see you. We'll catch up again.
Okay.
All right. It's my alleged daughter. Killer. Check her out on YouTube. All right. Okay, somebody, I'ma send you a cash shot, big nigga. Something about somebody fatally stabbed in the Bronx. Okay, we'll send a cash shot, nigga. Don't be talking about what you gonna do. Send a cash shot, and we'll talk about somebody who got shanked somewhere. Oh, okay. Where in the BA? Nigga, that's regular shit. Fuck. Guys on the screen, linktr.ee/learn.creole. Go to that site and you will see some merchandise for culturally proud Haitian lineage. And you will also see some items for barbecue. Who's leading a resistance, as I said, not a gang leader, a rebel leader in Haiti, okay? Purchase something. If you send me a screenshot, I'll give you 2 weeks free promotion. But you have to send me a screenshot of what you purchased from that platform right there in my showrunner, okay? Who is this? Most requested. I got you. Donation star is most requested. Okay, where are you, sir? I don't see your area code. Okay. Thank you. Big Killer, thank you, darling. She sent me another donation. Two-Tone, good to see you. Salute, star. The show is disgusting, respectfully. Frank White, see, he says, the hater cooking with hot grease. Yeah. Foot on next season for mammies. Do not get soft on me. Don't get soft because of the mammy in Ohio. Again. Huh? I'm fighting a war, goddamn. Hold on a second. Somebody wants to cam up. Fighting a fucking war. Okay, check your link, whoever you are. Okay. Kid London, I got your donation. What is Kid London saying? Hold on. Something about, is this old? This looks like an old fucking hold on, guys. Hold on. Something's going on here. What is this? Oh man. Guys, pardon me. I gotta. Oh, holy shit. Hold on. Everybody hold on. I'm in the wrong goddamn Streamlabs account. Give me a second. Holy shit. The fucking nap was so good today. I'm out there right now. Okay. Donations. Here we go. Malmo, I got your donation. Star, what would you do if you were with a mammy and you smelled a week-old salmon and you asked her, What's that smell? And she said September 26th. If I smelled something, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna say something, but I'm not one of those guys, man, who just wants to smash. I don't have kids for a reason. I don't chase the vagina. It comes to me. I'm heterosexual, but I don't chase the vagina. You feel me? I can go for months and months and months without smashing a bitch. And I'm stingy with the dick. Always have been. Thank you for your donation. Okay. Malmo says HudsonTubs.com is the perfect sponsor for this show. Thank you so much. Malmo also says salute to the savages that love on the mammies that crush them lemon pepper wings but won't throw lemon juice in that box. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Let's go to area code 210. Late night with the bullshit. Are you there? Good evening.
Wow.
2.
What's up, boss?
Always.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Just real quick. You guys are talking about these shower heads and all that. But what's up with black people using wash rags? Why is that a thing? It's 2024.
Okay. What is your lineage?
I'm Puerto Rican.
Okay. Well, wash rags is actually a Caucasian, thing that they used going back to slavery times. Wash rags.
I don't know about that. I know that.
Well, I do. I've done the research, respectfully.
Okay, well, I believe you, but okay. I just want to know why black people are still using wash rags.
Okay. Continue. You said you're Puerto Rican. Do you own any property in Puerto Rico?
No, not at all. No, I'm trying to become as Caucasian as possible.
Have you been?
I hate everybody equally, but
have you been to Puerto Rico? I've been there.
Oh yeah, I've been there. Connecting flights. That's about it. I grew up in the Bronx.
Okay.
I live now I'm in Austin.
Austin, Texas.
Just connecting flights.
Okay. Are you with a Boricua mommy? Are you with a Boricua mommy?
Oh fuck no. Real talk. Every Puerto Rican woman that I've ever been with.
Hang on. Say it again and drop the F-bomb louder. Are you with the Puerto Rican lady?
Fuck no.
Why not?
Fuck no. I got stabbed in the stomach with a fork by a Puerto Rican woman.
Ooh.
I had another Puerto Rican lady break into my house because she made copies of the keys without me knowing. She broke into my crib like a year after her and I broke up. Fuck no. No Puerto Rican women. They're crazy.
Are both of your parents Puerto Rican?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, listen, since you asked about what's up with black people using washcloths, with all due respect, but Puerto Rican people have been good to me throughout my journey. I ran with the Latin Kings for a short period of time. Great guys. And one of my closest friends, Loose Cannon, aka Paul Scumbag, he's Puerto Rican. So it's never coming from a place of malice or hatred from me. However, the last time I put my tongue in the snatch of a Puerto Rican woman, it was 1986, and I said never again.
Why? Did it smell like dead dolphin and duck sauce? What was the problem?
No. I don't want to smell fucking onions and fucking and
sofrito.
Sofrito. It's like, come on. I've done this like 4 or 5 times. It's I can't do this again. 86 last time.
Feel you. Yeah. I feel you.
Hey man, I appreciate the call. Appreciate the call.
I really appreciate the time, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm all done. Plant-based. Sit tight, sir. I see you in the queue. Sit tight. I got you. You're coming up next. Plant-based. My nigga Rick tapping in. Star, we need more content on your other account. Oh, Sit tight, Ricky Rick. Sit tight. Sit tight. What is this? April the 18th. I'll be up in New York in 3 weeks. Sit tight. Sit tight. Thank you for your support, Ricky Rick. Rakim, got your donation. He says, peace, big nigga. I'll be a sponsor soon. Okay, thank you. Got music on the way. Send an email, sir, and we will definitely get it cracking for you, okay? Let me make sure I'm promoting. Okay, vaginal douching, helpful or harmful. And guys, please take notice again to troyterrain.org. That's my platform. And I'm going to get up the columns. I did like 4 years of Hip Hop Weekly columns. I have them all. A lot of them have already been scanned at 300 DPI. I will get them up on troyterrain.org. However, in the meantime, you can see my older columns that I wrote for The Source magazine. I wrote all of them. You know this already. I'm Star and Buckwild. Go there, troyterrain.org, okay? Let's get this man on the screen. Peace, how are you, sir? Hold on. Add to stage. Good evening, good evening. We can't hear you, sir. We can't hear you. Can't hear you. Are you muted? Hello? You're not muted. You're not muted. Give me a second, guys. You're not muted. I'll try it again. Okay. You're not muted. Can you make some adjustments? I'll take a phone call in the meantime. See if you can figure it out, okay? Can you hear me? Okay. I can't hear you. I'm going to bring in a call. I'm going to come back to you. See if you can figure it out, okay? Let's go to area code 205. Good evening. Are you there? 205.
How you doing, Star?
Hey, who's this?
My name is Nirvana.
Hey, Nirvana. How are you on a Thursday?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. I was in my garden all day today, and I'm having a fucking ball here in Emerald Isle, North Carolina. Where do you want to start?
That's what's up. That's what's up. I just really wanted to chime in on this whole vaginal douching thing.
Please.
Because I've heard some interesting comments come in from some of the ladies, but my question is, what is wrong with old school?
Come on.
What's the saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Fix it.
So, I'm just saying, like, for thousands of years, we've got cultures that participated in things like womb steams. You know what I mean? Like, we understand that the vagina, it cleans itself, but sometimes it needs a little extra help too, right?
Okay.
You could say the same thing about the mouth. Are you going to stop brushing your teeth?
It's interesting, if I can jump in, it's interesting that you said that, because the mouth is the dirtiest part on a human's body. Do you know that? The mouth.
I do, but it's also the fasting healing place in the body.
Right. And some people think that dogs are trying to kiss them when they lick them in the mouth. No, they're trying to clean your mouth, because in their minds, your mouth stinks. They're trying to lick it clean.
Filthy. Exactly. The human mouth is filthy. Exactly.
Filthy.
And so, the comments about like, oh yeah, you're supposed to keep your vaginal hair because it protects you from bacteria. Okay, that sounds cool. But what about the fact that women are wearing all of these tight spandex from China with all these dyes that are toxic to the body, and these jeans, like that creates all kinds of bacteria buildup there too, in addition to all that hair. And then on top of that, like, so if you're not gonna groom, are you gonna ask? Like, then your man doesn't have to groom, so you can't get mad when you get pubic hairs in your teeth. You know what I mean? Like, it goes both ways. Hygiene is hygiene.
I hear you loud and clear, but now at the same time,
I go back to I don't know what cave some of these women are crawling out of, but like, it's 2024. Like, if we're talking about AI, you got to take care of your body.
If I may, if I can jump in,
please.
I hear you, but at the same time, it's a different day and time, a different generation, and you have a lot of women today who are smoking synthetic weed. They're popping counterfeit pills. They're drinking alcohol at these clubs that's not even fucking real alcohol. So
exactly.
So there's
And
things.
eating vegan meat. Yeah. Go on. Sorry.
Right. So there's things that maybe, and I'm trying to be objective, maybe only the human body can heal. You know, if you douche and you take out the bacteria that is supposed to be fighting all of that stuff that we just mentioned, maybe you're leaving yourself open for some type of uterine cancer, UTIs, other things that the body will naturally fight. I'm just trying to be objective. Go ahead.
I mean, sure, if we're living in the bush, right, and we're surrounded by nature all the time, and we're not dealing with all the synthetic materials anyway. But let's be real, like you can't sit here and tell me that you're trying to be healthy and you're digressing at the same time. Like you're going back in time in terms of your evolution, right? That doesn't mean that you're current. So at the end of the day, every woman has a right to handle her body however which she chooses. Whether or not that man or the other partner wants to lay down with them is up to them. And so if somebody tells you that you don't smell right, then you got to take that on the chin and go take a look in the mirror. And then you can't come back and be like, well, I don't shave. Well, if he says that you smell because you don't shave, well, then you got to get to cleaning that area a little bit more frequently, right?
You're right. Listen, who the fuck
no excuse.
Hang on, let me just say this and I'll give you the last word. Who the fuck am I to tell a woman what she shouldn't do if we're not together like that? You know, I mean,
Fact.
I enjoy, let me just drag this out. I enjoy being in a committed relationship. I really do. And I have them from time to time, you know, and let's if we like each other, hey, let's rock for a year or 2 or 3. But at the same time, I know I'm a fucking weirdo. I'm spoiled, you know, so at some point, if you irritate me, I'm going to say, hey, I need a break. And once we take that break, I'm gone.
Listen, and I totally get that. You want to know why? I know I get that because my husband and you share the exact same birthday, May 3rd.
Okay.
So I get it. I really do get it. And so at the end of the day, you know, human beings, my husband would say to me that, you know, once upon a time, human beings groomed each other. Right. So if you're with somebody, it's your responsibility to communicate this to each other, your likes, your dislikes, to make it work. You know, so you can get freaky and you can be classy and all that together and hopefully grow old. But I'm just saying that, you know, we have to, hygiene is important, and let's not go back in time. Let's continue to move forward with hygiene. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's important.
I thank you for your call. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
You as well. Take care.
How about that? I'm fighting the war on fucking mammies. But women are calling in because they know there's a method to my madness. Peace. How do I say your name, sir?
Plant-based Oasis, man. Oasis.
Thank you for tapping in, man. Who are you? Tell us what's going on. Thank you for your donation. Where do you want to start?
Yo, first off, you a monogamous type of guy? I would have thought you was more like on the poly tip, man.
No, I like to date one woman at a time and run her fucking heels down and stress the bitch out. I date one at a time.
I feel you on that because I'm the same way. I thought I was poly, but I'm a monogamous type of guy, man. I got to I want to focus on like, yo, I gotta we talking about the yoni tonight. So look, I'm coming with solutions. Y'all talking about the cat. I like to eat cat. So I got something to make the yoni ride like a pony. You hear me? Okay. This right here, this all that douching, all that they talking about. Listen, what you need is all natural hemp seed and sea moss, no chemical soap. Stop putting them chemicals in your cat. You know what I'm saying? Start. That's what they got. The soap got aluminum in it. The soap got all these chemicals in it. You know, they talking about sister talking about they holistic this, holistic that, but they go into McDonald's and Wendy's getting the 5 for getting the cookout trays and all like, yo, listen.
Right.
the diet, and you got to stop putting that aluminum and them chemicals and that deodorant and that aluminum out. You gotta use all natural products to get that yoni right. Get it that yoni round like a pony.
Okay.
Go to
Hang on. I do have to jump in and say I appreciate your donation and I want you to promote your products. However, I don't share video content. My daughter will give you a copyright strike. I have to say that, all right?
For sure.
Okay.
Salute.
Give us the website or the Instagram page to your products, please.
Yo, my website is www.mysupremewellbeing.com. My IG is supreme_wellbeing LLC. Okay. I got all natural products that yoni. I have for the women now. The women love my soap.
Okay.
Like if y'all really trying to get that pH right, y'all trying to really get that thing like really snapping, y'all need to come holler at me, man. www.mysupremewellbeing.com. I'm specialized in herbal care. I've been vegan for like 8 years. I'm a real tree hugger. You know what I'm saying? I got raspberry leaf. For those that know, the women, if you know, they know the raspberry leaf. I got the red clover to clean all of that up. On the holistic.
So hang on. Okay, so for people who do like to put their face in the coochie, for females who do like to swallow the babies, you have products for them. I would imagine that are natural and they don't have a lot of chemicals.
Absolutely, for my soap wise, and I also for women that are suffering from more serious thing like fibroids, you know, if they're having even cervical cancer issue, things that are more serious underlying health issues.
Okay.
I specialize in alternative medicine and I can help y'all out with that. So y'all get with me on that tip. That's a more serious, discussion. And health is private. Health is personal.
Stay there. I want to have that serious discussion. Not that you have to be, but are you a med student? How did you give us some background? How did you put together this information, and why should people take you serious? Are you certified? What is your knowledge of expertise?
For sure. So I started. Well, I'm certified a gut health specialist. I'm certified in results and experience and results. I have a lot of credentials. I'm a 3-time published author. I'm a certified gut health specialist. I'm certified in herbal education.
Okay.
I've been an entrepreneur. I've been working for myself solely for 5 years now. I own a company called Supreme Wellbeing.
Nice.
But the main thing, people want results. People and experience. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to go to a marriage counselor. They ain't never been married. So I embody my business. I live it. My existence is my business. I just, I'm living and I'm embodied. A lot of people buy into me because they know that I live this thing. Okay. So
I mean, listen, I'm a high school dropout. I'm not a fucking philosophy major, nor am I an economist, and I'm certainly not a fucking lawyer. But I tell people, hey, I'm a dropout. But now, are you clinically certified? They will ask, are you clinically certified? Have you gone to any type of institution of learning? Are you a self chemist?
Absolutely. I would say that. I would tell anybody that you are your best physician walking this. You know your body better than anybody.
Okay.
The medical field has failed us for so long. A lot of us, our people are scared and frightened to even go to the doctor.
Right.
Alternative medicine and natural medicine. You becoming your own healthcare system you are your most valuable investment, your self-investment. Your health is your most valuable asset. My business is primarily to get people to invest in themselves. That's my main focus, to invest in yourself and to understand how powerful herbal therapy and herbal treatment is. And personal development.
So one last question. Then, and again, I want you to promote your platform. I appreciate calling. Douching, helpful or harmful for today's young woman coming up? Today, never mind, women over 40, never mind women over 50. We can't help them. But the young ones coming up, the preteens, the teens, in their 20s and their 30s. Douching, helpful or harmful?
I'm gonna say harmful, because like the brother that called in earlier when he was talking about the dietary law and saying, you can't, if you're not eating right, you know what I'm saying, it's counterproductive for you to be douching if you're just gonna go get and eat a combo from a fast food restaurant and you go home and like it's counterproductive. So it all goes back to what you're putting into your body and what you're feeding your cells. So I'm gonna say harmful because like you was talking about the bacteria in the yoni and the pH balances.
Right.
So if your pH is off, and you go douche, but you're gonna go eat a steak and you're gonna go eat some. Not saying that I'm just saying like if you're eating a lot of red meat and a lot of GMOs, that everything is GMO now. You're getting a lot of, everything is carcinogenic. They got carcinogens in it.
Pasalac is in not just the feed that the cows and the chicken eat, but the growth hormone that has got the fish, swollen.
Exactly.
All sorts of extra large. It's out of fucking hand. But hey man,
Exactly.
promote your platform one more time, and I thank you for being patient. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Supreme Wellbeing, www.mysupremewellbeing.com. Y'all go check me out. I have some really good services. And like I said, I help people become their own healthcare system.
Nice.
I also have plant-based I have plant-based services. I also have herbal care services. I'm a credible sea moss source from Grenada. Check out my
send me an email.
IG.
Send me an email so we can get your banner. Send me an email, all right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Thank you, man. Good to talk to you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, all right. We're having a good discussion here this evening, all right? And we're talking about some other topics. I want to take a minute before. Oh, Janet, I see you in the queue. Sit tight, Janet. I want to say something one more time for those who are just now joining me. I'm going to put some respect on somebody's name from Boston, Massachusetts. Born December the 31st, 1948, Donna Summer. Government name, Donna Gaines. She passed away, for those of you who should know, at the age of 63. Died at her home in Naples, Florida. Okay. I liked Donna Summer growing up in the 70s. I thought she, along with Diana Ross, and I prefer Donna Summer over Diana Ross. I'll keep it real with you. I thought Donna Summer was just fucking beautiful. And she was pop, yes. And I forget if she was from the Boston Projects or from, I know she experienced racism. She was chased again when she was very young, a preteen, and some white people ran her into a fence, which is why she had that scar on her chin throughout her lifetime. But she did grow up with a mother and a father. The documentary that I urge you to watch, it's on HBO, Love to Love You, Donna Summer. She died of lung cancer in 2012. However, she was not a smoker. The family and her, she assumed that it had to do with her living down there by the Twin Towers, the World Trade Center. When the towers went down, she, lived in that area, and she could have inhaled, a lot of things that ultimately gave her lung cancer. I liked her, and the reason why I'm going back this far is because the urban audience, you're so fucking fickle about who you support in terms of who is and who isn't black, or who isn't hood. There's a video circulating right now I saw it on Instagram, and I saw this live back in the days. I think it was either 88 or 89, I forget. Whitney Houston booed by the entire black audience at the Soul Train Awards. Troll Babies, was that the Soul Train Awards? I forget. They thought she was too pop, Whitney Houston. So it kills me today when people try to, Whitney, she was hood. You didn't like Whitney Houston back in the days when she first came out. I Want to Dance with Somebody, which was one of her monster hits. You didn't fuck with Whitney. You're capping. She's gone now, so you have learned to appreciate her body of work. if you started liking her because she was married to that bum ass nigga, then that's sad. She got up on the stage. I forget what award show that was, and she looked bad. She looked like she was about 85 pounds, supposedly, due to a cocaine habit. Did black people stress Whitney Houston to the point where she lost her self-esteem and her confidence? Why was she getting high so much? I still don't have the answers to that. Booed by the entire black fucking audience because she wasn't black enough. So I just want to wrap it up by saying, check out the Donna Summer documentary, if you will, and salute to her. She stayed away from cocaine. She wasn't smoking. Married in 1982 all the way up until 2012. She had 3 daughters. And at some point, the gay community started coming for her because she found Jesus. And, I'm not going to say what she supposedly said, and then they try to use that against her. She never denied her blackness. Donna Summer. I so liked her. Oh, shit. Late night. Janet, I see you in the queue. 973. Janet.
Hey, Star. How are you?
Janet, I'm great. I was in my garden all fucking day. Life is great. Where do you want to start?
That's what I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
I was calling in because I hear you talking about the yoni.
Okay.
And the cootie cat, the snatch,
okay.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's good because you know why? What your audience don't know is that I suffered from endometriosis before it became a trending thing, and medical people were, doctors were accepting that and diagnosing it, even though it's been around since like the 1930s. Being females, especially being black females in the United States, you don't get the treatment you're supposed to get. It took until my hemoglobin went down to 7, which is normally supposed to be 14, before they did my emergency service operation.
Okay.
Because it was crazy. I'm telling you, I can't even. I have my medical files in my closet. I have them in a suitcase. That's how filled they are. And once I was diagnosed, and once everything started coming out, I started speaking to people because they were misdiagnosing women, especially black women.
Well, speak to us now. A lot of people may not even know what you're talking about. Tell us about your prognosis and how other people, or why they should be, concerned, if you will.
Well, it starts like it's like a lot of cysts and what's those things called? It
polyps.
Polyps. For lack of a better word.
Is it polyps? You trying to say polyps?
Well, it's polyps, cysts, and other things. It's like they were like size of tumors. And they just kept coming. And but they weren't cancerous, but they just kept coming back all over my whole reproductive system.
Okay.
And see, my grandmother, she passed from uterine cancer. Aunt passed from the same thing. And by the time I got to the point where, no, I'm not accepting that I'm having bad yeast infections. No, that's not it. So I kept going to different specialists, and I kept talking to people, and people was looking at me crazy, like, why are you talking to me about this? Because I was talking to female doctors, because I had to get to the bottom of why I was slowly dying. I was like 110 pounds. And so finally I got with the specialist. My friend, she sent me to her doctor because she had something, but it was something different. And that's when, and he didn't diagnose me. I didn't get diagnosed until I went into the VA emergency room because I was sick. It was just too much.
Stop right there. If I can jump in, and I appreciate you being open and honest. Now, at what age were you diagnosed with this condition?
Well, it started when I was in the military, and it didn't get resolved until 2003.
What age?
The military.
Age.
I got Okay, so I got out the military in 1991. 1991, I believe I was like 20, 21 years old.
Okay.
I didn't.
Stay with me. Stay with me. Let's take our time. With all due respect,
let's talk about
your condition. Do you think it could have come by way of either a poor black diet, or respectfully, niggas ripping that shit out the frame, and it just became a thing of coochie abuse? Respectfully.
That's it. Okay, so that's good. That's good question. So I have, like I said, I have my medical records, my entire medical records. I hide nothing. I have not once been diagnosed with anything no more than a yeast infection. Okay. All kinds of pap smears, all kinds of lab results. Never have I been diagnosed with any type of disease that would explain it, that would have happened to me. And like I said, I think it was more hereditary.
Okay.
And because like my grandmother, my aunt, and then once I got diagnosed, my cousin was going through the same thing. But see, the difference with me is I talked about it. I badgered doctors. I did research. Okay. And it wasn't till that night in the VA hospital when I went in there and everything was going crazy. And I'm going to get back to your topic why I called.
Yeah, please.
Okay, because it's very important.
Yeah, please. Let's stay on topic, please.
Yes.
Please.
So, yes, just be a little patient with me, please.
Come on.
So, and they set me up, and it was this doctor that came down because this white doctor was getting ready to send me home. Right. And it was this other doctor. I never forget her face. Most beautiful woman. She looked like she was kind of Indian or something.
Janet, can we pull it back, please? Come on, please. Come on.
I am. They say to do a vaginal ultrasound. Okay. A lot of women don't know when something is wrong. Ask for a vaginal ultrasound. That's when they go up in you and look all around, and they find stuff that they ain't gonna find on the surface.
All right. Was your uterus removed? Do you still have uterus?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, my uterus.
Okay.
My uterus was, and my cervix.
Jen, I have to cut in. I got to stay on course here. Vaginal douching, helpful or harmful?
That's what I'm getting to. When you do not douche. Do not do that because you're washing up all that bacteria back up in your body. So if you do have an underlying condition, you're going to be making it worse by putting that. It's like backwash. You're putting it up. Every specialist that I met after we got diagnosed and we sat down and talked, I'm telling you, I knew the hospital inside and out. And I had 4 blood transfusions for this.
Jesus.
Do not do it. What you want to do, if you can, I'm telling you, I had 4 blood transfusions.
I believe you. I'm just saying
the blood came right out.
I believe it.
But listen, I'm going to try and tell you, do not douche. You could take baths. If you ask your doctors what you could take baths in. I take 3 baths a week, and then the rest of the week I take showers.
Gotcha.
But I soak in peroxide and the Epsom salt because that detoxifies your body. My body is so clean. If I eat something, you're going to smell what I ate because it's nothing it's nothing blocked. It's so clean.
All right.
So that's why I'm trying to tell women, don't do that.
Janet, hang on a second. Hold on before I forget. I got your email. You sent me an email. You said you're rocking a high top fade now and you got parts shaved in the side.
Yeah, I was joking with you. I was gonna cut all my hair off again, but I'm not. I'm gonna wait till after the wedding. But
well, no, hang on. You're a good-looking woman, and I understand why you don't want to show your face. You have a career, and you got to worry about your pension.
I ain't messing around with these Negroes.
I know.
For my money.
I know. Okay, so you were just joking. You don't have a high top fade with parts shaved in.
No, I'm gonna get that after the wedding. I just gotta keep it. I just gotta keep some hair so we can do some stuff on. You know, my oldest is getting married.
Okay. Last question. Well, actually, 2 questions. Do they still make Gloria Vanderbilt perfume? I used to love the way that smelled.
Yes, they do.
Oh.
They do. Yes, they do. You can get it at CVS, but I swear to God, don't get that to no more as a gift, please, Jesus. Don't.
I'm gonna go buy a bottle just to have. I met a girl. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't go too far back, but you know what? Fuck it. Okay, they still make it. You said yes.
Yes,
Okay,
they're still making it.
All right, never
But
mind.
that's the only reason I called in for this topic, because I don't want women to be confused.
Gotcha.
And then and I want people to know, when you go, females, when you go for your exams and stuff like that, certain exams they don't do because the insurance company tell them not to do. So when you go there, you got to ask for the herpes test.
Okay.
And you got to ask for all these things, because you can have these things and not know it. So you have to ask for certain tests because
Janet, I got to ask you this last question because I want to get back to the show here. Do you remember the black fucking audience, the whole goddamn audience booing Whitney Houston? Wasn't that the Soul Train Awards? Was that 88 or 89?
And ran her right into the arms of crack.
Right.
Yes, I do. Right. Yes, I do. And we have ourselves to blame, and we do that to our heroes. We bring our heroes up just to bring them down, because sometimes we're so jealous of each other that it's criminal. We did that. In order to prove herself as being black, she had to go out there. And I don't even understand why she had to do that, because she was from brick. You didn't have to do that. It was some people over there that didn't know what the brick was. And they
1988. Hold on a second. Slow down. Booed at the either 88 or 89, pardon me, Soul Train Awards.
Mm-hmm.
So these whole ass niggas today talking about, yo, I'll fuck with Whitney. Back in the days, you weren't fucking with her. All of that is cap. That's cap.
Right? And you should talk about her hair, and now look at y'all. All lace front down.
Right.
All lace front down. You know what? And can't hold a note. You couldn't even hold 99% of these women out here cannot even can't hold a candle with Whitney Houston. And they did, boy. And after that, she ran into that arms of the Bobby Brown. Now, don't get me wrong. Back in the day, Bobby Brown was fine. I'm just gonna say, but drove her right into her grave.
Yeah. Janet, thank you. I gotta go, Janet. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, you cut me off.
Yeah. Well, I gave you 10 minutes. Thank you, Janet. Thank you. Good guy. Star Report. I'm back in the building. Thursday, late night. Okay. We've been having a good discussion. Thank you to the females that have called in with regards to the showrunner topic. Okay. Douching. Helpful or harmful? Okay. I'm still taking calls on that. Also, did anybody see the Donna Summer documentary on HBO? Love to Love You. Came out in 2023. I enjoyed it. Stellar career. She went on multiple tours. Hold on a second. I recommend it. Oh, man, she put out her first album, Lady of the Night, 1974, Love to Love You, Baby, 1995, A Love Trilogy, 1976, Four Seasons of Love, 1976, I Remember Yesterday, 1977, Once Upon a Time, 1977, Bad Girls, Toot Toot, Hey, Beep Beep. That's where I got that from, for those who, remember when I used to say that. Toot Toot, Hey, Beep Beep. Oh, man, the list goes on and on and on. She Works Hard for the Money, 1983. All Systems Go, 1987. And her last studio album was in 2008, before she died in 2012. This was the prima donna goddess, and she didn't have to slut herself out like Madonna did, I like some of Madonna's music, but, Donna Summer was the quote-unquote blueprint, okay? She doesn't get enough credit, and, most of you are too young to know her accomplishments and achievements, but I recommend the documentary. Just want to say that, okay? All right, Rebel, NYC.shop's one of my sponsors. Please go there, check out their products, tell them I sent you, okay? And hey, Valerie, I got your donation. And she says, I'm enjoying the show. You're crazy. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yes, I am still fighting the war on mammies. And let me get another showrunner. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me promote myself for a change here. Where is my email address for all business? Because from time to time, I go to Instagram and I see like DMs. And folks, I don't respond to DMs. Just too much weird shit. I know I could be a lot more active on Instagram and other platforms, but I'm just not interested in that particular platform like that, you know? There's my email address for advertising and other things, okay? Lance, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Okay, call in, Lance. Just call in. We'll get you on the line. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Good evening. There he is. Gene Richmond, aka number 9.
Hi.
How are you, man? What's cracking?
I'm all right.
Are you back?
Are
you back in Connecticut?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
How was your trip?
It's great. You know, DC is the nation's capital. I got to walk the grounds where the Patriots walked 4 years ago on what we know now as Patriots Day, January 6th. I got to walk the ground of the Patriots that stood up to tyranny and stood up to government malfeasance.
Right. Okay.
And now paid the price.
Yeah.
I got to walk on those grounds.
Okay.
What have you done in patriotism for your country?
Oh, so you want to go there tonight?
I just want to ask the question. I just wanted to ask the question, or I could talk about.
No. Hang on. Hey, you want to go there tonight?
or
no. Let me address January the 6th. You, sir, a new conservative for the most part, because you did vote for Barack Obama his first term. Yes.
Yes.
You, who once upon a time were stumped when I asked you about Barry Goldwater. Yes.
Well, actually, I wasn't stumped.
Oh, okay.
I knew what position Goldwater held under his presidential run in the mid-1960s, and I understood Barry Goldwater's level of conservatism within that time of the civil rights era. I knew what he stood for, and I knew his ideology in regards to transitional policies of race, of gender, of religion, and things of that nature.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Do you remember the name of his monumental book?
American conservatism.
I hear you.
American conservatism.
I hear you Googling. Are you sure?
I'm not Googling.
Okay.
I'm not Googling. It's American conservatism.
Sounds like you're on your little iPad. Okay. So January the 6th, which you did not go to, and I remember asking us, hey, man, why weren't you down there busting heads or jumping over barriers? You didn't go.
Hey, man, I remember you trying to continue to say, insinuate maybe I was there somehow. I had some kind of connection. No.
Oh, I knew you weren't there, but I would have I would have financed your trip if you said, "Hey, man, I want to go." I'd have financed your trip. But now, okay, never mind all that. Never mind all that, man. Never mind all that. I want to stay focused for the most part here. Shyne says he was the fall guy for the 1999 shooting, but doesn't outright accuse Diddy. There's video footage, TMZ and other platforms, or my showrunner with regards to females and douching. Where do you want to start? Let's try and get on topic here, please.
Well, if you want to talk about Shyne, I think right now is the perfect time to railroad and come down on Sean Combs, P. Diddy Combs, and I think Shyne is just a part of the madness, just like everyone else. He's he's now taking his position and say he was set up and he took the fall for P. Diddy. I mean, join the club. Isn't that what everyone?
He didn't outright say he took the fall for Diddy. And to be fair, Shyne has evolved. Salute to him. He's some type of statesman or politician. Guys, somebody want to tell me what Shyne position he holds in Belize? His father was, or probably still is, a politician. No, he's not saying he took the fall for Diddy. And he didn't kick Diddy's back in yet. Nor do I think he will be at any point in time called to testify, but he's trying to, I guess, respond, or he did respond to questions. He's sitting there in his fucking shirt and tie. I respect that. But he already served the time. So what the fuck? He served 9 to 10 years. What do you think?
So why is he opening his big fat West Indian mouth?
Oh,
I saw an interview. He looked like Barack Obama, and he's speaking with an accent.
Yeah,
he has an accent now.
Yeah.
Where did the accent come from?
Well,
I mean, how can you trust a man that now has morphed into a clone of Barack Hussein Obama, the son of Satan, has now taken on this appearance, and also speaks with a West Indian accent? How can you trust a man that didn't speak with a West Indian accent?
To be fair, he's back home, which is where he was born, and he's communicating on a daily basis. So it's more of a natural way to speak to people from his community or culture. I'll give him that. I'm not tripping off of his new accent. But what do you think with regards to him saying he was the fall guy? He served a decade. Should he just move on, or what?
Well, that's just another nigger talking. I mean, you committed a crime. You were found guilty. Evidence. Your case went to litigation. You were tried by a jury of peers, and you were sent to prison. It's just that's just another nigger talking. That's just another nigger talking that some way, somehow he was set up and he took the fall. That's just another nigger rambling that the system played against him. That's just another nigger rambling.
Okay.
No, isn't that what niggas do?
That's what niggas do.
Isn't that what they do? I'm surprised. I'm surprised he didn't blame the white man.
Oh, hang on a second. Hang on, guys. This is my friend Gene Richmond, number 9. You and I have to veer off left for a second. We'll come back to Shyne, or maybe we won't. What about that nigga baby who slapped that white teacher in North Carolina recently? What about that nigga baby?
Well, let's be honest. He is a nigger for that kind of behavior. Oh, I smack you again. I say it again. I smack you again. And then
he slapped fire out the cracker. He slapped fire. He slapped. Now, what did the cracker do to rile the little young nigga baby up? Troll babies. Anybody got any intel? What did if you know what I'm talking about, the video? What did the nigga baby do? What did the cracker do to prevent the nigga baby? Go ahead, number 9. Go ahead.
This non-binary trans-looking teacher said, "Well, I don't want to get slapped by you again, Tyrone, but I don't want to get slapped again." He said, "Okay, bitch, keep talking. I'll slap you again. And whack! I'll slap you again, bitch. I'll slap you again. Well, I don't want to get slapped by you, Tyrone. I don't want to get slapped. This non-binary freak." But you know what? I didn't feel too bad.
Is the teacher a female, or is it a hermaphrodite? What the fuck is a teacher? I still don't know. What the fuck is a teacher?
I believe it was some kind of non-binary they them trans teacher. I believe. That's what I believe. With the way this freak was talking.
I'm looking in the live chat. Troll babies, what did the teacher say and or do to get the little nigga baby riled up? He smacked fire out that bitch.
That black
That black North Carolina nigga smacked that non-binary trans. Oh, you want more? You want more?
Bitch, bitch, I got what you want. I got what you need.
Bitch, you old white tranny, you want more? Ooh. You want more?
Shit.
Pow. And the tranny took it though.
Took it like a champ.
The tranny said, because I'm not gonna let this big black Negro stab me up. I guarantee you that boy had a blade on him.
He's a little nigga. That nigga wasn't that big.
You got some black. You got some black nigga with dreads standing in front of you. That's big. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. Your life is flashing in front of you.
Oh my God. All right, man. Look, I gotta go. We're doing too much. I gotta throw this whole fucking stream away. We'll catch up tomorrow, man. Good to talk to you.
One more thing about the killing of the Uber driver.
Oh, yeah.
I believe I know what really happened.
Come on, because we are riding on Mammy's. I don't give a fuck with the media. Oh, she's innocent, you know. Go ahead.
I believe I know what actually happened. Oh, never, you know, don't fall into the whole, it was a prank call that sent her to his house and he got prank called. Who prank calls on Uber and no one can trace it? Don't believe that nonsense.
Right.
I believe she knew this old white man. She's been coming to his house.
Right.
Some stuff came up missing. Right. He tried to go back there again. Uber tracked her, and you know, he came outside and he said, "Aha! I got you, nigga. I got you, nigga." No, Mr. Charlie. No, Mr. Charlie. I got you, nigga. Pow, pow, pow. I knows it was you, nigga.
Yeah.
I knows it.
He kept saying, "Give me the phone," and she said, "No." Now listen, if a old cracker shoots it 2 times, bitch, give him the phone. What the fuck are you hiding? What are you hiding?
That old bitch died from stealing. I knows it was you, nigga. I knows it was you.
Allegedly, we don't know if she died from stealing. Hey man, I gotta go. We're doing too much. Good night.
Okay.
Good night.